Welcome to first and only SaaS News Digest, featured on LinkedIn, where I cover news, events, and updates that are happening in the SaaS community worldwide. VMware remains the spotlight again this week with their 44% increase in the subscription and SaaS revenue. This represents 24% of VMware total revenue for the fiscal 2021 third quarter. Q3 reports also shown an overall income of $434 million, or $1.02 earnings per share for the quarter. Total revenue for the company increased 8% from the same period last year, reaching $2.86 billion. All of those numbers eclipse earnings expectations, from analysts beating Zacks consensus estimate for 4 out of 5 last quarters. VMware CEO Pat Gelsinger says that they're pleased with their Q3 performance. He goes on saying that their any cloud, any application strategy continues to resonate with customers. And Mike Hayes, the former head of strategic operations at Cognizant, is now a team player at VMware. Hayes is a new Chief Digital Transformation Officer, leading VMware SaaS sales push. And he says that they are on track to make most of their major product offerings available as a subscription and SaaS solutions. And this push is in line with the mission of providing a broader set of consumption choices for the customers. The flexibility of those broader offerings is truly meeting customers where they are and helping them manage during the pandemic. VMware projects full-year total revenue to hit $11.7 billion in 2021, continuing the 8% year-over-year climb. Subscription and SaaS license revenue is expected to reach $5.5 billion. And that is a jump of 10% with the subscription and SaaS representing more than 45% of sales. India possesses many traits that favor it becoming a global SaaS superpower. In just 5 years, India has turned their modest SaaS ecosystem into one of that has more than 1,000 SaaS startups. More than 150 of those startups already have a revenue that exceeded $1 million. Reviews and traffic for Indian SaaS companies skyrocketed 350% in 2019 over the period year. And that is the fastest of any major region in the world. Funding for SaaS startups in India exceeded $1 billion last year, doubling from a year before as well. Compare that to $30 billion invested US industry, India may seem like a small player, but other factors ensure that this is simply not the case. As far back as 1950, India began to build the world's largest technical talent pool. An Indian Institute of Technology opened campuses across the entire country, and this helped give birth to India's IT services industry, which employs about 4 million people today. And many major US and global companies have their R&D centers in India as well. Amazon, Microsoft, and Google have all recognize the cost advantages and talent there. It estimates that Indian SaaS market is growing at 36% compounding annual growth rate for 2018 through 2022. Many Indian SaaS companies are finding their product market fit more quickly with customers in their home territory, which allows them to scale and serve neighboring regions like Southeast Asia and the Middle East. Indian startups are also coming to the market in eager of an age of artificial intelligence via SaaS, and this massive new opportunity allows them to build on ongoing replacement of core software segments with SaaS solutions. And one final factor favoring Indian rise in a global SaaS economy is their key industry leaders have a play it forward attitude, which means these values help Indian SaaS community to become a truly self-learning machine. And one such example took place at the SaaS gatherings of entrepreneurship early this year. These successful leaders devoted hours educating peers at younger companies about the entire SaaS playbook. And that was done for the benefit of all, Even those maybe become competitors in the future. All of those factors combine to place India in an amazing position to become global SaaS market leader. Our final digest today returns to a trending topic of bottom-up strategies for SaaS companies. Bottom-up sales refers to a model where purchasing decision is made without even speaking to the sales reps. Individual employees influence their tooling decisions of their companies by selecting and trying products, and their experience and reviews lead to larger adoption by teams and individually into the whole company deployment. Not long ago, this was a novel concept when it comes to SaaS companies. But today, at least 30% of the Cloud 100 follow a bottom-up model. Among them are Datadog, MongoDB, Slack, and Zoom, just to name a few. But now, how do we align customer value with this new pricing model? Well, first of all, you have to have a deeper understanding of your customers and how they use your product. Then, use the information to MAP them, where MAP is the acronym for metrics, activities, and people. So metrics are first. What are the key metrics your customers care about today? By understanding this early in the game, you can increase the value for your customers. Then A in the MAP stands for activity. Activity revolves around how your customers are using your product. How do they describe themselves? Are they creators, editors? What titles do they use? If you choose to anchor on activity versus metric, you will align product feature set with those usage patterns. And last, we have people. How does your customers fit the broader organization? The value of the product may be in how you handle the groups or people or how you interact with one another. Once you have outlined your map covering metrics, activities, and people, you can access value and begin to tackle pricing. And generally, pricing has to be standardized and transparent for the strategy to work. Tier pricing usually falls under individual, team, or enterprise categories. Whatever the anchor point you choose and pricing model you go with, you need to know what truly motivates your customers. With that information, you can begin thinking about a bottom-up strategy, whatever not, it will work for your SaaS solution. I hope you enjoyed SaaS News Digest. The SaaS News Digest belongs to all of us and provides the value to the members of our community because of you. So please click on like or insightful button, share SaaS Digest on your LinkedIn page, and let's work together in developing this community and setting new SaaS global standards. My name is Artem Gassan. I'm the general partner at SaaS Growth Ventures, and my superpower is I invest and fuel growth and revenue for SaaS companies. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.